So, hi to everyone, this is Sheridan and welcome back to FreeSpace to Derelict.
10 days ago, the SD Narlithotep opened a stable jump corridor between the Tau Sigma and Sirius systems. While the GTVA Science Corps had known about this corridor previously, it was then far too unstable to travel safely. It appears that the Narlithotep stabilized the corridor somehow. Our top subspace physicists are still trying to work out how the Sheridan destroyer achieved this. The potential for such a technology, should we be able to replicate it, is enormous, more so even than the technology of the No-So's portal.
That's for sure.
The majority of the Sheridan battle group has since moved out of Sirius and through Deneb into Vega. They have not stopped to pursue any targets of opportunity, unless they stood in the path of their relentless advance, as the shipyards in Sirius did. Fortunately, the personnel and the photon artillery prototype under development there were successfully evacuated before the shipyard was destroyed. While most of the Sheridan capital ships have moved on to Vega, the Ravana-class destroyer Azatoth and several smaller vessels remain in Deneb. We must now attempt to flesh them out. The arrival of the Sheridans has brought an interesting phenomenon to light. It seems that the Narlithotep is still broadcasting some kind of signal to all Sheridan vessels, which it has been postulated the Sheridan vessels in the Phi Eridani stellar gas cloud homed in on. The signal has also been picked up by a Rakshasa-class cruiser that the GTVI captured during the Second Great War.
Okay, so interesting for me. It seems that Nyarlathotep is still broadcasting some kind of signal to all Sheridan vessels. It's been postulated the Sheridan vessels in a Phi Eridani stellar gas cloud homed in on. What is homed in on? It was some big Baraska class because of the GTVI captured during the Second Great War. Okay.
After analyzing the behavior of the Sheridans, Dr. James Sheridan, an eminent scientist in the field of Sheridan research, believes that we can lure the Sheridans into a trap, using the cruiser as bait. With any luck, the Sheridans will attempt to rescue their stricken cruiser, and thus open themselves up to attack. The instrument of their destruction will be the GTVX Gorgon cannon, the most powerful defensive weapon ever constructed by the GTVA Science Corps. An extract of Dr. Sheridan's report on the Gorgon cannon follows.
Gorgon cannon.
A standard meson bomb detonates without focus and spreads its massive destructive power in a large spherical area. By stripping out and modifying a Zephyrus-class vessel, it can be used to focus the meson charge into a coherent beam with incredible destructive potential. While the cannon is fragile and unstable, no vessel of destroyer class or below can withstand the power that it unleashes. We're going to be putting this to the test soon. Report to mission briefing, pilots.
Gorgon
Command
cannon.
has authorized the deployment of the GTVX Gorgon experimental cannon for this operation. As you've heard, the cannon focuses the energy released during a meson reaction into a coherent beam. Although the beam is powerful, the cannon itself has a low damage threshold. It is for this reason that we are deploying a considerable defensive force to protect the Gorgon. You're part of that force, Alpha Wing. The Gorgon will be defended by Alpha and Delta Wings, and the cruisers GTC Hyperion and the GVCV Jilva. Due to the importance of this mission, you will be permitted to carry the UD-8 Kaiser cannon, our most powerful primary cannon. Bear in mind that while your primary objective will be to protect the Gorgon cannon, we would like the cruisers back in one piece, if at all possible. We have more fronts than just this one to fight on, and we need every capital ship we can get. The Rakshasa-class cruiser, SC Nodens, captured by GTVI during the Second Great War, has been deployed approximately 2 kilometers from the Gorgon cannon. Despite being crewless, its computers continue to respond to the Sheridan signal. Our engineers stripped the cruiser of most of its weapons and engine assembly long ago. This will at least prevent the Sheridans from using the vessel against us, or any autopilot taking over and forcing the cruiser to depart. Instead, the Sheridans will have to come and get the cruiser themselves. Our captured cruiser has already attracted some Sheridan attention. While only fighters have yet arrived, heavier support is sure to follow soon. The Sheridans have attacked all GTVA vessels nearby, so it will be the job of Alpha and Delta to intercept any incoming fighters or bombers. Vessels attacking the Gorgon are to be given top priority. Everything else can take care of itself. If or when we lure the Sheevan capital ships out of hiding, the GTVX Gorgon will handle them. The initiation sequence for a sustained blast from the cannon is considerable, and your wings will be expected to fend off the Sheevans until then. Don't engage the Sheevan capital ships, and don't get caught in the Gorgon's beam. The effects will be permanent, to say the least. The instability of the Gorgon must be constantly compensated for to prevent a critical overload of the cannon's main reaction chambers and power regulators. It is for this reason that the cannon must be manned, however dangerous this may be. Defend the cannon at all costs, Alpha. The 23 technicians and scientists on board will be counting on you to get them through this. Get down to the loading bays, Alpha. It's time to bag ourselves some Sheevans.
Okay.
Wow, that's quite a sight, isn't it?
We don't have time for sightseeing, Alpha 3. Engage Gemini wings before Sheevan reinforcements arrive.
Okay, let's use the Kaiser to deal with this. What the hell is this? Okay. Okay, it's an Omega class thing attached to it. Probably that's gonna be the cannon. The beam cannon. That's creative at least.
Gemini wing neutralized. Heads up, pilot. More Sheevans are inbound.
So how the hell do they have so many Sheevan fighters?
That's the last of the basilics.
Picking up a new Sheevan contact. It's the ST Chalganon, Kane class.
Neutralize the fighters, Alpha. Gorgon control, prepare for test fire.
Affirmative. Prepare to fire at 25% power. Stay out of the way, Alpha.
Yeah, I would not like to get hit by that.
Wow. Yeah, that is creative. Omegas are disembarking. I mean, what's the name of that transport?
Firing now. Oh, that was 25% power. That's a rock, Alpha 2. Looks like you have the Houston flow regulation that's nailed as well.
Wow, that's the way to get me out of the front.
Working on getting the fighters down. Dead.
Don't time to rescue you, Jeffy. He was the Zephyr from the vector to attack the Jovea. Engage those bombers. We cannot afford to lose the cannon's defense force.
Eee. Coming. I lost so many of HP or full integrity.
I think we're gonna run out of ammo before we run out of targets here.
Oh my goodness.
Moving to engage.
Pilot, Leo Wing has entered the area and is attacking the Gorgon. Stop them before they do any serious damage.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Phew. That was a close one. Thanks for covering our backs, pilot. A Sheridan Azrael transport has arrived and attempting to dock with the SD Snowden. Stop that ship, pilot. If the Shevens board the Nodens, our roofs will be uncovered.
We'll take the spotted. Alpha 1, target the transport now.
Okay, that transport is...
ST Demos neutralized. Good. The Shevens remain unaware of our trap. Oh my god. Command. The SD Azathoth has entered the area. Request immediate status update.
Destroy the beam cannons. You have to destroy the beam cannons. It's just a Ravana class. I think we destroyed like 6,000 million of these. Okay. It has 4 BF threads.
Assault and open fire. ASAP control.
Gorgon Control, do not fire. Without a full core preparation, you're risking reactor breach.
Open fire. Maximum power.
If you don't do it now, we're all dead anyway. Fire the damn cannon.
Okay.
That's it. We did it. We actually... Wait. I'm redeploying.
The Gorgon cannon has been destroyed. The Sheridan has been cleared from the area. There's nothing more we can do here. Return to base.
So it had 4 BF threads. Oh my goodness. Four BF threads on Ravana.
The arrival of the SD Azathoth was unexpected, and caught our forces off guard. We had not expected to lure such a vessel into the area. It was only thanks to the quick action of the crew of the GTVX Gorgon cannon that we were able to eliminate the Sheridan destroyer. It is the first major victory we can claim. However, this victory comes at a price. The GVCV Jilva was annihilated by the Azathoth, and the crew of the Gorgon cannon were killed in a meson containment breach that destroyed the cannon. The loss of the prototype may be a blow, but it is the loss of life that is most terrible.
They sacrificed
Hyperion
themselves.
survived this engagement, and will now assist in strikes on the Sheridan fleet elsewhere, bolstering our offensive capability. Captain Jacobson of the Hyperion thanks the 212 for defending his vessel. I am afraid that there's no time to rest. A GTVA strike force has run into serious trouble in Vega, and you will be deployed ASAP to assist. Get ready for some more action, pilots.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next one. Okay, did not expect that this Ravana is so modified. It would have 4 BF threads, but basically it's even more powerful than it's as powerful as the Citrus Juggernaut. Such a cheap kind of way to make the Ravana so powerful. But same in FreeSpace too, the gave apart too, actually, because their ships are outfitted with the BF threads. Okay, so see you in the next mission.